Good afternoon, and wherever you're watching us on Gunjur Online, my name is Abubakar. I am hosting a special discussion about North America-Gunjur Association's 2025 reunion that takes place in a different state every year. The organization chooses a state from their previous annual general meetings to select a state that will host such a magnificent event. That's a reunion of Gunjurians, people that are related, connected, or are friends of Gunjur. Badingol, not only beef and a special discussion or college and Kakachake, North America-Gunjur Association or Wolom Bembati gunjurum pol minu bondita Gambia and be sabatirin dunia fanala jama fon la America, North America ma fon la Canada, Mexico ye kafu basto jamia alon ko sawo san ka bembake o bengodum pour ka fo mi reunion no mole na ane ye nyoziare ye kacha ye kujamal ke nyokan barbecue ol be ke wolto ye fundraising nol ke mi an ko se kodo nyin race pour nin kuketa kafu dingol wala ku kafu dingol e kusto se lo nyola pola sawo sandro ika dula kilin ka state kilin ne tombo pour ka foko bengo nyimbe kala wolto so amanke ko ke state kilin ne to sawo sa aka ke different state le to wati and ni wokeda dum mol ni la dimbaya lo dingol kataraje galadina kake barbecue kake and then mol se janjang yet samu de murila dimbaya kan give state or state to yinan samu kafonyin I decide to ronko bemba nyimbe kela Lexington sate le kono kafonyin na kuolbe inaugurate ala headquarter be dami sabala bunda ba be dami obe Kentucky state nyinato and then mol sto jambati ngol mini alonko kabo president wala advisor social secretary molmini alon ko ka kafoni bala kuoto kama mandika kol nyunu tamandi ngawle stobi ni be discussion o kala nyin loku mo min kanalo we can min kana molbe fral rajumo sibito ani dimaso bari e ka kamin forro sajo baro ke dalama sankol la johnson hala kam ko chokro ka dia wolo famole da kono wo dala tron mbina na president ba sambalana e ka mi e bawkar boy jamme bawka boy jame ateke ta monti mi alonko birin ka foni na kuma swato aketa lolati na take president noti abala tam flanjan le kono Mr Jame inimbara ba ke gunjur online being e konto nge jay nge e welcome jang koteke fo janni wato nyimbe sira
yo assalamu alaikum mbe mobe konto na yin sondela amba folola gunjur online lela minketa mako lati pour kaje ko even program on even koma bi since at the beginning 4 years ago no program inenka start nyola le ne abanyola mbeten flambe jaila on behalf of the organization yo no botaje nse NAGUA Mimu Gunjur North American Organization min be North America jam be beten flambe jaila anen kunjuru kanuntele mumi be yo ni woboda yen sina tunkung ngana kwala moli tentu minnu be ko ila timo mumi be kabo bidding social committee la finance committee auditolu mol min ka volunteer anen Lexington kafo mol bije min ya lon ko fana kafo dosto je mi ya lon ke katunde mola drong because of bida program min kala jembe ten lambe jaila yo mol funa bije min ya lon ko en donate yela time all spent. Some people spend their time, some people their energy, some people financially bebe ten lambe jaila momo minke alma ala jwala yo nyinang ning ala sonda ko diam le afu nyamin inshallah next Friday mol be travel from all over US from different states. Some people, almost they drive 8 hours, 9 hours, they will drive. Alame befta ku kaira kono, bedunkan kaira kono alama ala mbondije kaira kono, nanato minde fo ala seo jabi, wolom kafunyoyati badi ya ni nyoma koyo. So nada dronka mobe kontong na kotoke mimu kalti dembo jata, mi alonka bemfe aduda akuyata bemfe as an advice mbaten lamba jaila. Aning panelist solo mumebe alabaraka.
Baraka bake o kumo nyinyata comme nga amin tron ni watu wati ka foje ron assemble so do mole ba ko mam ni alon ko because do sino e la time on you donate ka make sure ko mole na nyoka and then work it akule da kita nyafa quality and then bitala na nen karto be kala onkul kal jata te pana comme babakar ya fa nyamin tron wati abe sawarle molbe abe kapofe abe yamarla ku jamal len semin nukeno ku jamal le bijemini alon ko nyanta wol bondi la kuol kono amangoma kom ka fo mole wato wati nyamin tron ndela la force je woketa nyin lexintin sate konol ti sanjinani komando en ka to moy mo jamal fanado o nyam pari kan biro selen ja en en bawkar la kumol bede ada onkul kal mbe tentula mbe jayila and then mbe bisimla la gunjur online.
Yo, the Gunjur online mode content na, especially the funnel, and then me behind it. The ni mol minu denta formo ni be content na funnel. Amo te kamfala mol minu lota fo fata bi the jikirin ko jumal lo nyin kolbe commerce lale. Benna content draft andile la ke jayi fanan ba o ko nga fo nyamin mo be ka kafo sambano kafo na lota katara modan tan ne bulu nin wo mol son tay wakilta doron min nyanta kala be kala no nyamale so waya tinnale minnu lota ko lam be jayi lambe tentula andum be jikila fanan kon na host city ya experience ko nyin call tole nin ala yandema la fita ala nyamin ba so la no wo nyamale inshallah mo be dan na water follow
Baraka bake onkul Carl and then kumo nyata bake nga kata dron koma I mean for dron ni ala sonta ron sawo san dron ka kata dron pour ka make sure ko feru nga min ke nyina tabara da wot molbe nun jang Madison, Wisconsin, seru nga keta janneto nga success jamas to je but janim betala dron nfong la boss and social secretary Aisadu Jada. Aisadu Jada kera multi alonko has been part of this bidding cool baby kumasla and then kera multi alonko sawarta what is wrong near social secretary kumo mo alonko wolle mata banko la cool betula. Aisadu, I would welcome you to Gunjur Online one more time. I'm not sure for even muting it, so mandare
Sorry, I'm bad at this, but mbe content.
Thank you very much. I said to get a multi-mini alonko since Kuala Nyunuku Master and a be part of organization on Yintole leadership role can make sure ko multi-mini alonko ebe ibinala ibe travel la kadadla jamal to ay ku jamal nyininka it requires a lot of time and so thank you very much. I'm sure general membership and in NAGUA and then more mini alon konkatela state also appreciate like a dog warming ke NAGUA for jadi Mr. Omar Saho Omar AJ, obviously imanke mo nurinti na tada nyim balamama la karola kabonde environment o tolomban kata social kuolto ku jamal nka faile manding ko defenko ko molbe le ko inila fa Omar la don jela do ena lexington sate kono bi namol promise bolel so Omar welcome to Gunjur Online imanke luntan dija. And then I appreciate what is wrong if time on me spend. I can make sure I put the new organizational will be put together.
Yo, mbe Gunjur Online news be mol be kontona jamma fo la mbe panane so fana be kontona and NAGUA ka fo dingole mo me be mo nga mo be kontona wo boring kola jembe njati ol pour na nyina ndongani mbe mol be kontona fana because program program niya moy akata molle ake molle be time molle tulaje molle be la na flo na ko molle be la sore flo na kundo be ka fudingo be tindula wala ani mo ka nyimbe mo ka support ka fasa sawo sanna be be min tembe fo nyinan dal fa ani be na sinin san fana be molle be tu tindula wala ala nga du nyinan ta fana kara kono nga bonda kono kara kono ko mo te jam fala ba inshallah diam jama bande ni ka mo be ya baraka ba ko inshallah.
All right, Mbading, in Mbara Bake, wo kumo nyatale, and then kato nyinkela pulka jibe komo Jamal yananang Lexington Sate kono, Kentucky. So yemin for all draw, molbe kumas laka arrives at a Jumalunga la Friday, and then molbe tarara je Sima molbe kela je Saturday football molbe kela annual meeting molbe kela. And then Sunday rom barbecue ka da sorondom. And for bari muso rom next one min suto jang wolom jatu toure sohna jatu fana keta moldi mi alon ko ameta nyim kol kono association wala kol kono. And then last year I believe we had you here, or year before, I don't remember exactly, but maybe the second time be nyim suto la jang a very good person mi alon ka doku okay make sure ko program oni etaku jatu yemina story be min folan na jibe laali bi.
Okay, assalamu alaikum. Guy mbo be konton na. Guy onku debo nge konton Mr. President Satu. Everybody Gunjur online. Guy you know the first time tinak.
Okay.
Yeah, okay ko. This is the second time ba host la jam. So mbe mo be konton na. Mbe jaila. Guy hopefully first year in successful, but this year we want it more successful than anybody. Any Franco attorney the state. So mbe be kontona yawe. So just an introduction, mbe kontona. Looking forward seeing everybody. Kaya amanga kumasi bismillahirrahmanirrahim nga abang alhamdulillah rabbil alamin kono. Iyo kaya ngo be konto yawe. Kande boge fana konto.
Baraka bake mbare muso baraka bake yenata jang minna puka ka join mol kanjang. And then again, if you're watching us, we are live on Gunjur Online, bringing you discussions, special discussion on the North America-Gunjur Association's 2025 annual reunion that's scheduled to take place in the state of Lexington. I mean, in the state of Kentucky. It's starting this Friday, so if you have not planned yet, pack your bags and head down to Lexington on Friday. You're assured of a very entertaining weekend. Today I have my panels here. We're going to discuss about preparations that are on the going to make sure that we have a successful reunion one more time. Folks from Lexington are saying that it's going to be better organized than it was last year in Madison. We set the bar really high, so we look forward to seeing what they have in store for us. I'm gonna go right to my boss Satu for this, and I just want you to talk to our viewers. What are the preparations that are in place to make sure all this event is hosted successfully? Bari on kami nyini karo wolam nyindi ko na pane sol bijana bimbe diamula na North America-Gunjur Association NAGUA ila sanji 2025 sangola be reunion of bemba mimbeke kanjang. So kana boss Satu nyini kami na ro bayre ndum fananga the social committee do telom head of social committee di wolam nyindi ko mum preparation lebe caring to make sure that the event this year again is successful. And this bar was set last year in Madison. Lexington called me be paring Ninang Sangla and make sure the program on is successful.
Thank you, Kandembo. So every year we just try to do our best, do better than we did previous year. So right now we got everything settled. Nana holo booklet. Friday night nana dula sotole where we'll have our cultural night in the clubhouse and we have guests coming in as early as Thursday, I believe. So we got that covered too. So we have our gala Saturday night. So we also have security there. just in case yalon sutolam. So we have security that we have available over there. Taramfe fona pare. And also Sunday we'll have our barbecue, soccer bekala Saturday. Yeah. We'll have our barbecue, moliatara mingle can, just to get to know each other. So, and we have the games, of course, for the kids and Kebal. Namira volleyball tournament caring between Mambuna and Badis, something like that competition. So we're gonna be GLF, the volleyball player, but we have a lot of stuff going on. So hopefully it will go as planned.
All right, perfect. Womu Kuletimi Alonko is very good to hear. I remember the kids game when we did the talk of war, it became Kebal Fananada and all of that. So I'm not sure, do you have the same thing going on for this year or not?
Yeah, so this year we have the tug of war, we have the egg and spoon race, but we also have bring me. It's like you will gather the kids around. Yeah, we could just bring me lipstick, so they have to go run around looking for lipstick. Night, and so whoever brings it first wins. So we have those. We have volleyball. We have rock paper scissors and watermelon eating competition. We also have cornholes. So we have some stuff lined up.
All right, nice. But I'll move to our president Ola because Satuye Kumo for Jami Alonko is very important. Walum security. Always nimbe program all around sometimes. Molka nyina body ajele sawosa na wrong pool kata nyaming pool ka improve wala nyama. And then also everywhere it depends on kata statement to ila environment of nyadi le dobje can need pool ka security. So sometimes we don't need it. But that also for how important planning is. Work goes behind the scene to make sure not a safe event and all of that. Because of security, kumaya da fengo be ni aje menyin program ol kela no lafta ngike environment economy alonga secure. So Babakar Boyjam, Mr. President, lafta wrong for nye important nya dile pour make sure ko ila kafonyin I make sure security in provide and wolfuna mu why security in na kumaya da bake program preparation okona.
Yo, assalamu alaikum. Nada murun kamul konton tunkun kadiamnal be tentuke jai. Kabobirin dembola satu. Mobe tu. Jatu be konton nabake. Omar Sao. Bal be konton nala baraka. Yo, ko satu ya fonyaming. Lexington defang bijele for 8 years. I was there. It's a very peaceful city. A peaceful tabakele, but last a peaceful nyawanya. We have family members and things like that. So because of that, this year Nada decided to security KJ so that more say peace of mind. So there's a long ko baby tala kairo kona ningala sonda. The security is important. See, without security in being alone, not gonna work. Even though anything you do is a risk, but we're doing everything we can to make sure everything goes well and ends well. So because of that, Nada security ko kejandum funani ala sonda duali horomo kama tumando bato any other problem solaji. Because Lexington itself is a very peaceful place, and normally we shouldn't have a problem. But regardless of it, security important. So order lo akama security ta puruka moli jibe katulal observe ka make sure there is no crime or anything around the area. So which is very, very important. So nefna molbe promise inshallah ning ala sonda. Bitala la kaira ngase kaira la without no incident inshallah. Te wolo mun nakumo security la side la. Yo fona bota je nada murunka gunjurun be America jam. Aning min gunjurun kol min ya lonko mol mi ya lonko e gunjur terolom gunjur dianye mollom. Maybe ten plan be jaila. Alna in numbers so that everything will be there. Inshallah.
Baraka Bake na President Bala kumo nyinyata and then na question do nying wo bitala Uncle Bax lekan because important wrong purunga security nying ko imbondije as a president ngamira ko it's very important that Mr. Jame wo assurance ti ko kafo bala kato ke kanne pour ka make sure ko ni mol nata janti ndol bitara boring wala game ol bitara caring a security to mi alon ko wala do ko man ke fenti wrong pour kana ka tankoning mola safety and can make sure ko war is assured. So if I have any more not a family reunion or they don't have to worry about nothing no be too long jana more mantara jang and all of that momentara amanke mola job to keep an eye on the kids and the environment and what is happening, and I think that's the most important thing for us. But kakuani murundi wrong kada Uncle Bax kan Uncle Bax Mpelen ka commande Uncle Bax la Uncle Carl ala Bax Uncle Bax ma la fe teri ma baldi so wo mum bari na dinga lon ko wala atin na atoni be slip ka Uncle Carl ba ko le kumol min fo yinyata e kumayata ka security so akumayata ba kele program to bari wala do ko nyimbe kala manke fenti ron wolom katanko ka wo sabatende and bari ning security nin sotoda even nin fana fo molle ba atina even yeke program oni mo kilim fulanada abe successful la bara be oda no da malela wati ron kala fika na numbers ning lafa I remember first time I can no Lexington mol siada nkabada but the next time nada ke Atlanta fana nkabada koteke then nada Madison whole of our Molman Kunoje. We had to open an extension over there. Where atinal ronkom kafoni na yiriwa nyimbe keka nyami. But he left when we said Diamo as an advisor, me know the significance of events like this, reunion or me anko sawos and senior killing yakake. Anko Diamo keda what does to the romfong. Mole I feel go yamiranta every 2 years. But it's a kesa was a molde sawarling hansa and kake. You never get a senior flanyauti Lexington call back and get a lafte in bengo na significance, lafte wole emphasize na jibe lalie, no mini alam ko man naje, wala minu kanana sawasang, mine munkumaya lebije that they continue to be involved in such an initiative.
Yo, one question of better at a back. Nying alak importance number one walum na kafanyo no mole nyolong. Emang dale kamin jenu yeje wale nenama minulom fana yelong woya kuma yandi back andung ni woketa akana personal relationship fana sambe molda mal temal molka telephone number change le exchange le molka container ka diam so wala ma kuma beti gam gunyirin kol mo be salon ko kellem kilinti telle gatta kafla nyoma nga sate de ma ngam fa de ma anim fanan mbe another point kafla insecure kola lafta asola minnu be jina la amanke ko selanta fennela Lexington wala tina security component kafta je abo kafta je because wobe assurance la de la everybody la manke ko selanta kukule be kala Lexington no bari koya fo nyami ni mo moy ko commencer ka evaluate le and ka advance as a continent nyami wala security component na tije amanke kon silente fendela and lafta minnu jine be so assurance soto isalon ko Lexington mu city la timi alon ko comme Baboucarr ya fo nyami is very peaceful andum skafole be jefa auto mimmo yalon ko Gambian ka follow ma lota and experience to in kolale so assurance di molla bari lafta min na mol sina isaje isa gam gunjurun kollon isa Gambian kollon mol min fana nin gunjuru kafta kules isa ni mu mebe se nyolon isaje se bala fa soto no nyoy bawo bala fa be nyolon le bala wala mun nanyi njabiro to yin question auto.
All right, Abaraka Bake, and then what importantly, in fact, the reason why extension of security the reason why you know senior flanjao the Lexington Pulkani horse is because great experience lesotoje bluegrass state you know lafra na Paul Jindila Madison Mall, buddy. We will see. You know, you're a proud bluegrass state, guys, and boy can never forget that call I lived a jele before. So that tells you how proud he is, and assurance means so. But the fact that a horse can second time, I think that's it's a testimony of ila ye doko minke and mol minu bijela willingness pulka host ye jiaro no nyami dalita ka hosting ke olketa kule mi alon ka kumayatal ro so bro lalo mi alon ka teranga sotole satu sa fo nyadi but then bluegrass about muso and jatu atebe steering was city leto and part of organizers mi alonko ameta jele and then last organizing was very nice jatu kera mod mi alonko very active in association ola kuolto tabiro bundal to kujamal bije mi alonko ay kata jamal keke I remember and last year nata nunja marisen they participated a lot to make sure ko any family nying are good times to but also family dol minu binakang a good time to so jatu a lot preparation of the and to make sure ko ding year everything goes well and then mina keep in stock and make sure ko nyinanta wole warata serundi
Carnival. Ungo, the preparation no is in high speed anyway. This year I make sure I go ngatol from bit atol. It mean be proud come about Allah fen ko bal bit la inshallah. This year on new full speed la from another. Don't na preparation of master can be the last week. This at all everybody. But some keep like in secret la dal. Yalo. Purun ka na fo. Isaje mon be mon oil la mo mal la fika na yen isaje na because I make a lot of fun this year. Preparation of double like film call to side so to make sure that everything works well, everything goes well because mala failure la dal. Inte personal imbikala failure la adin do master to imbikala failure. So we want to make sure everything goes well. And more be welcome in good spirit. Yeah, everything goes well. Inshallah. But the preparation is going well, Kandembo. Don't worry, okay?
already ngajele satu a game all for me alonko my man Madison Jang. I was like when the world start why do you wait until Lexington okay so I'm just already seeing that already somehow cool be art kanjele mi alonko imanke no Madison Jang so I'm jealous
because laftal moli nana yalo gunjur called be down that be na funtinang outside gunjur friends family everybody minimal la final pour nana nga kafunyola yalo kafo komisura ka fo dal mbolo moy dole the family call laftala because he can molle je min yalo ko inde ifamate la yalo so now bental alka fonko kontan ko lon dal yalo so the more be oil la more man ticket to say nana because we're gonna have a lot of fun this year. A lot of fun. Satu is ready. I'm ready. So
all right. Jadu, thank you very much for that. For Manding, Omar AJ our General Secretary, te kokul dunlani funti dulalu can make sure overall nala fela focus page in kala diamond wrong. That is more of logistics side. The transportation, air, land, different airports that are available, but also most importantly, hotel reservation or landing. I want you to give me a broader explanation of the state of logistics for people in fact binaka right now. Model hotel or book follow maybe because of time constraining last minute call kakele. So I want to make sure at least we have a week to go. Even when I follow na jibe lale more mini along ko travel can nanje.
Yeah, they are more bekala minti wala ma ko program on bita ku kan alhamdulillah mo be to ba dur ko kanne mo be to bela ideal fe kan je hakil jama hakil jama. So transportation in Carolina world there's two major international airport. Me and ko mojima fly in Ibinalno airport a lot. One is the Bluegrass Airport in Cincinnati in Lexington J. It's very close to the host city, so naming that world like an easy commute from the airport to a place of residence. More than the budget, they're gonna arrive in at Cincinnati Airport, which is like in northern Kentucky. So we'll find out it's gonna be about an hour drive, an hour 30 minutes drive if the traffic is good, or rough a little bit on Friday afternoons. So world last film Jama million they can commit flight. Bluegrass Airport in Kentucky, Lexington Jeffamoro, or Cincinnati Airport, which is located at Northern Kentucky. So logistics of taking people from the airport, more than Cincinnati, we have volunteers. Or my borrow board, they're going to fast any board, they're going to do car rental. More after car rental, first they can, link to Abuaka Kandemboni, well, and definitely we can kind of work them out with that. So, Hotel Onying, we're going to be at Choice Hotel. It's also going to be like a mile drive from the park Onying to the park Onying to another event center. It's about an hour drive. Sorry, it's about 1 mile or less than that. From one exit from the hotel, the next exit in Wallam Park Onying. So, from Onying, so Nelepro, I saw Mole, Mokana Bataso, Mokana Tora Costa Jema, Hotel Onying, Mamma Lama, for Galan Night, Lamari, for Park Lamari, for, Holo Nina Mari, Ibe to Manjan Fanola Bake. Njatiol ning alhamdulillah mako ko jamatu wala full local grand transportation la matima airport pick up la matima alhamdulillah we to be in good shape domoro ning fona be very much inclusive amanda ka mani do moda man fa be ka findol di first time jako la mani fu mono la matima alhamdulillah we tend to care for almost everybody pour mo mi have that restriction ninga tan fona tulu fona la karo fona nyo sewo nyo ya kam mo kontan de worla mbe fabe kala tiba musical di bam fabe kala na sigur ba musical de fabe kala tantam di bam alhamdulillah mbobe sala worla jaman la ba musical la mati bam ani wotuma musical la mati bam ba tala pour nyimbe mo na worla e besi content e ni se way content worla so wona nyimbe woni sawosa amol ka siya ka ni momo tara je sango minna awo jaro be kala fetu koma ndu nyimbe woni ka neso hande mi nga ka fodi woni nana nyimbe wo ya nene ba ya jiba ka nyaade askeno ni mare content se woda worla isne joni ka fumo la kan kafoni masoron kafoni nga bundere mobile ma fe karla gunjure ma fe babala gunjure ma fe gunju alansari di ma fe gunju lu ndawal di bang ngok fo momo gunju tere kanunte mobe na nga kafoni kan sare kono jam kafolam kuri so programme la bola nyama airport in Cincinnati airport la Bluegrass airport there's going to be grand transportation from the airport to the hotel and locally within the state also makoro be kala wala Moli be jele minyan ko de ko de current moli minyan ko de ko travel from Knoxville from New York from other part of the Midwest ibne fas mo le fela wala mbeka mo to koma ni de bela hotel de mo ko de ko compare na dimba alna ma ko mo ko sacrifice min kan de kamana fra bela hotel kismo pakoro wala holo nyinto wobe do gunjun kare wono wobe do prim be konta na se wole wono wala so programme woni abola nyam en North South mba fal mo be na ben yon dañu armena ala ka ta faten aram so ko faten non so manda mo be ya baraka ba
I'm just still waiting for ila list ila program music list you guys in Sewrubal ni fenkol min for and all of I will make all bulala Walter follow but next one Sadu I think hotel preparational are very very important and especially in events like this folks like me maybe do last minute man hotel or book form follow. I did send you a phone call to send me a link, and then but Nimmo after hotel or bookla right now. Is it late to do it, or you think they still should be able to do it for next weekend?
So actually, it was supposed to be closed yesterday, but now make sure I tara open ring for the 27th, so it's not too late. So na extend level isa mon mi yalon kay ma hotel or book follow or last minute mon yalon kay bail up mind change the last minute to come they can still have a place to stay. So we still got till the 27th before it will be too late. But yeah, 27th. Just make sure you book yours. It's okay to come.
Because I think that's important because the fact that people still can in Kale that the last minute that they want to go. I know a few people that I wanted to go with that decided just yesterday. And some of those people, I think it's important that Nalong or Hotel Onyu be available in and all of that. And then I thank you so much for that, for the extension. Omar.
The middle of our world, the Labor Day weekend is always busy in North America. So hotel following new father. The management have another alternative that's going to be very close to the this other number one hotel. So which means I can now and can be more be encouraged, but Hannah hotel do father I can more be see al monta to coma. So I'm not man koto. So Ninkumbo Nyama hotel flan fana Australia bar me mobe oji la janni ba fola aram salon wala arbal mo min kan tande mo sa ta xedolo ñim reya book dal give us a good idea of like how far we are with the accommodation or the lodging logistics.
Okay.
And then beside that, giving us a very good rate. It's a discounted rate, so we don't want to wait for a last minute rush. Yeah.
That's very important because I feel like hotel lodging, just having that extension, especially for the last minutes, obviously, is very important. But going back to Sadu, I would now, they want me to ask. Kampungo and Safenu not long ago, Amalum for enough Domoro Bitarala Jele and then Kampungo Ibrahima Daw. And domoro la kuol be nyaadi nga ko president ba de kal abela fela ni healthy foods nyolale, and then Omar did mention different foods bijele for everyone. Kampung la franga ni ngaro ke wrong food ni no be nyaadi le for abe enough la le bang lamb chops nyol bijele and all of that, because I go konko ni ndo bja ka sia ba kele pour your food la area for what's in store for us.
Sure. And I know also some people have diet restrictions. So we are having salmon. So we are, Jatu is even making that. We are having like a whole baked salmon. Nasalat also, like we have chicken, we have lamb, we have different stuff. We are not just subon and seafood like people usually do, but we have everything.
All right. We have
boy la fiñela, so boy be na boy be ñela dama what ka ñela prefer.
Jadu, food la preparation of Nyari is always very, very difficult because I think food is always time consuming. The more preparation or sometimes. I think one key thing that I believe it's important to discuss wolem more minukana event la or minube steering je ikalafika event yinke enjoy. And obje wrong, more minube host la sometimes it busy like too much that ibuka program on enjoy. I think progress slum and growth slum to make sure in time, like ahead of time, to make sure even I told me to host it doesn't feel like I'll be hosting but you can enjoy the program, associate with people that didn't all participate and all of that. All preparation on to make sure I told me to host family, you have a good time, spend quality time with people, not just hosting and all of that.
This year, Mom, Alhamdulillah, because since I started me for number Marco la tabirola, come in the first year, me and Marco in the tabirol. Yaron come o tabir bal mi yaron ka ke benna kino ni vermicelli. So man lot jama so ton kunto this year that much. Yaron. So pretty much be ko baby ta kanga nyamale. Few people gonna cook mbenyo Marco ilale. Ndo yala hadi matata daw dan ka do ni fego ambiance o diwo misiko matan ka nyina fon fon belal anyway, but this year Lord be talaram kunto bakele because we have kids for a minimum mako la decoration la yaro mambuna dingol ni use for dingol, so pretty much metabiro mi fankela kala ni light fe olati ha salmantel bo da uncle boyle fana because I take a nyela do so mo da for special, but it come ben I can only think on going to Tabila. Everything I want you ginger will be that like on Friday will be that. So pretty much we ahead of everything. I'm alias on the Andimbo that. Inshallah. My preparation is going well. So moment about because my life more but after more be I enjoy. Ngana lunta will welcome no yalom being no full kenyam. So this year can NAGUA Femko Mako back social committee because they paying part of the Femko Puni and Atabiro King. So Alhamdulillah.
To keep it light though, me Uncle Carl Sambala Nanjana because every time he can cameraman or like California cameraman. Domoronka Kele, Molbebe Domorola, me camera and all of that. So Uncle Carl Megal report layer at this point to keep it light. Is a advice nyabang sometimes mol minu ya lonko ibije ibe busy in kudo la molka kanyine domoro la kuola, but again I'm just making a reference not just because of just me, my whole general stuff is to make sure because ila president ba anala mol kanyina le ning minu be camera ning fano esuo kuda ron e kanyina ko Nyiman domoro. But by extension, dindingol fana minu bitaralaji, I think it's important purunke hakilo bulandi ku jamala. Visit anya to make sure ko ila safety nke check if they need bathroom break, they need a little bit of time out, like need some calm, to calm down. I think Wolbe2 is part of the organization association to make sure we are aware of our surrounding things that are happening, especially dinding on la Carola. So mukulet mi along ko fana wrong puri advice ke wo area to dinding all nim family luntang all minu binala once in a while to check in to see for everything is going well, if there's anything that they need. And then also other cool area nyimin to nim futadaje. I think pila advice pila wala general administration on in Karola.
Yeah, wo fannola ntalafta organisation e minke wolum yedula nyini dindingol e ke faye borimboringo kanake. Sometimes dindingol e borimboringo aka call disrupt. So malong wala ndambela fila satunyol sa make sure mol delegate mini alan ko wala be dindingol supervisor la if sambe fansundula to supervise je you need to put minne savala ali aning ikana nyinete fanana ikana nyina DJ la ikana nyina all the people who will organize can it's a mobile domoro tofoto a watola ya dia la watola but dindingol particularly ya satunyol nyantale a make sure yendema wala karole dulas nyini if fanson dula and they make sure borimbor wa kanake kana chance na ka borimborin ke because word of yaka disruptive a little bit nyanta haki to la water back.
Actually, that's the reason why I'm in question on Yinka, because Mbinala no Satulea, Purka Jive, what is the state of preparedness when it comes to Dindingolo? I know you have been particularly keen about that. Like, I remember Atlanta event, Lexington first year, we don't have anything for the kids. You initiated something with your team and all of that. You about the kids. And they love it, and then that increases. So even Siamira Minabekering for like the whole Momin Nila family Binakang, and then also Park Alto, you did mention about events. So in addition to the fun events, preparation Lebekering to make sure night event of an didn't all are catered for.
So the thing we are planning on is to have a table for the kids. We allocate basile outside. So we have a large nyol and so they will be responsible for the kids. Hopefully, noto. And we also have food for them because spicy food or whatever grown-ups are eating. So we got shrimp Alfredo for them to eat. But hopefully, you just do your best. But it will try our best to make sure they sit in their seat. And they can become very disruptive. So and all that stuff. We'll do our best.
Yeah, I think it's important for Dindingol to think for them, and I commend NAGUA for always trying to improve and do things that caters for the kids, because Dindingol sometimes they don't even know what they want, or they might want something 1 minute, next minute they don't want that. But it's important that we are thinking for them. So that's very, very important. But the discussion on I always want to, sorry, Sadila for Fenefora.
No, I was just going to say one thing. I move for maybe Kela Domoro de la Juna so that they are not, walking around and all the Nimolbe Domoro. That's a good idea. We'll try that this year and see how that
I
goes.
also think too, though, it's important the fact that sometimes a different sleeping time, especially I mean, it's just different from people. Seattle, you probably 3 hours ahead. You are an hour ahead of us, and all of that. So, technically, some of them might go to bed really early, and they might be exhausted. So, again, kudos to NAGUA for thinking aloud and making sure that there is something available. But on program more follow. I always like to bring them up to make sure that we recognize people that are following, that are watching. Any question or story that you want to ask? I have my President Mr. Jame, Uncle Carl advisor, Secretary Isatu, myself, Jatu, Omar, near question or questions to the wrong but we definitely want to recognize our followers that's been with us for the past 15 minutes since we started the program. Again, just a reminder, you're watching North America-Gunjur Association special discussion 2025 annual reunion that's scheduled to take place in Lexington, Kentucky, this weekend coming. So people leaving Friday and hopefully going back either Sunday or Saturday. But I understand some are going as early as Thursday, which obviously tells you that it's going to be a thrilling weekend, and it's going to be a long weekend, but a fun-filled weekend that people, families, the loved ones comes together to create memories that's going to live for a lifetime. Now, one of our top followers, Fatima Jane, says salam. He appreciates and always follows Gunjur online. But most importantly, he always follows discussions that are about NAGUA, North America-Gunjur Association. So mol minu bebe njube kan kaboni mama kadi bajo mama kadi bajo nyimbe kala na president ola invitational di mama kadi bajo ay nyine foko ko fal tol buka mo invite. So menu England 2 weeks ago, KSA event and all of that. What we talked about, I did mention maybe at some point, a partnership visit comme Gunjuri Malbroka Kenyami, Uncle Kali Kujamalo Wokodo, Pulka Juveko. There is a dialogue, but also a physical presence. I think are important bakele na sister organizational minube different countries to extend an invitation. I'm sure NAGUA does this. I don't want to speak for you, but in being a president on yin sambala nandrom, puri a question on yin answer wrong. Mama kadi bajo ko fal bika mo invite. So wo ko nyi benyadi mo mini alon ko be dunia karadolla lafte wo jabiro ke janinka go down.
Assalamu alaikum. The mobe kontona tunkung. Yo, Mama Kadimba for inshallah next year. But rather invite Ngajibe from there, inshallah. It's noted. Okay?
Good. We encourage everyone fanarong hanminu jimu special invitation or the open invitation to more come kumo kachala kumas follow na fonu nyaming that molbe to welcome tale gunjurun call everyone, manke gunjurun call the dunia dawo dala. And then I'm hopeful that a lot of people did told me ko minu meet Europe that next year I be la kato be kere kala ne puru kanana, because nga for electoral man this year and manala next year. So I hope that's a very nice invitation. Carl, Uncle Carl, I mean if I water na sister association or minu be other countries too.
Yeah, coming na open invitation okay more bele maybe that order. Probably it will be too late for this time. Minu be Europe ma famala. Apparently, min keta England nga juwele life and nga mol jele minu wata Atlanta from NAGUA tata je. So ni fanan sa reciprocate, no, that would be good. But come here for nyam fanan at one time, at least nyantale ninga diamo kumas, especially KSA. So the official link katareje. Okay, we have a number of people nga invite from them is in Ajang. A number of people invite. So that will be very important because I became it's 25 years experience already.
Yeah. So
we can learn a lot from them by going there and doing it need telephone and that is a lot of things like Jan Fanan. So what in Kumaya Tale, probably Boy as the president would initiate that for next year. It's just something formal
Yeah.
Well, that would be very important. No program would be live. And more JJL for Sweden, a large song konyolu.
Yeah.
So no JJL, but in Atlanta call for JJL. So from now.
Yeah, no, more. Obviously, we did our part. More Seattle.
Okay.
Segu Turenyol, Alaji Dabonyol, Fatu Bojang. it's great. I feel like it's a good spirit. But Kamurung program on into wrong. Still, we will recognize people that are following us and makes them part of this event. Fabrama Davo has always been with us, a pillar of this organization. Korola Karola, I can make sure like we attack. I kufa jamii anga kumaya tabaki because association ila hamonten yintiko yetu dula killing growth. Coming in partnership on is part of the growth, where a sister organization on they have been doing this for 25 years. Near reciprocal partnerships to me it's not even formal, but just an informal. Pick up a phone and said, hey, we want you guys to send people here. You'll have to, you're more than welcome to join us here. So war is very, very important. Sadwila President Otatale. And then next time by charge Lale for that. But Uncle Ka, Saru, I have a question Pura Telanum, but now I Babka Boy Natale. Paprama Kumala for me Alonko is very important. That NAGUA does not only stopping at doing fundraising, making reunions happen successfully, make sure that na family will be long, more and the but one important initiative that Yemen start Wallum Scholarship Fund Nyende. Left or wrong, President was Diamunyola Karola and Umar Fananisa assistant to tell us why it is important to make sure that we incorporate into things that we do, being a fully fledged non-profit organization signing. Member operate North America jang. Mba start learning President Ola Karola because Fabrama Yumim for Jang War is very, very important. Scholarship initiative near me on NAGUA Waleke. Briefly. Ebe mute le boy.
Yo, sorry, mbe mobe konton na tunkung programu abeta ko kambakele. Mbe molfuna templa minu benjibe kang abela mo kang lang kang right now. But before kande mongata out quickly, lafta fenne fola jang puru lafta fenne clarify la jang wolon kam modoli invite and first time nunga uncle England
sorry, invitation or is just social one all coming. We are invitational. Na program of try and all of that. Not coming.
No. We can do it formally, for especially people in England and Scandinavia. We can do it formally. It's just that sometimes it's hard, more in Gambia, because of some technicalities which are beyond our control. But as far as Molmimbe and Kalteri Kata, this one, we can. I think I will address that in the executive level, and then. Yaya Samori, and I promise you that I'll work on that so that in Solike formal Fenko the process me alonko we'll go forward with it. But make sure we will put to the attention of the executive, and then hopefully Sonda by next year we should be able to do that. So as a kind of teamwork between the two sister Fenko. So I'm going to promise we will do that. We'll work on that, inshallah, because we all see that it's important. Now, but a walla, purka more reminded dorong. 3 years ago, in fact, Kandembo was one of them in the Alonko. Now, for when can gratitude extended. But now, since now is something that we feel we should do, we're going to make sure that we put to our agenda to make sure that is something that happen. Now, but Fabrama coming for now, the society, we are trying a lot of things to every year we are trying to progress. So, Nena society last year is different from this year and 3 years back. So, every year we're making progress. And all our subcommittees also are making a lot of progress. And Kafona Farmol, what did I do wrong? What did I make it better? So we'll improve on that. In addition to Fabrama La Fianco, Yibeka Fofonajala side, not involved in certain a kind of a can more help many along ko they are not in position a certain financial situation so han man financial situation so but they unko dol so ton kanyo ma ko wallale yo na but fanato now not a social welfare but involve welfare. In fact, one part of our program for this year is to go and do some voluntary services, which we think that is very important in any society in Ibije, if now you give it to the society. So I think those things are very important. So CAFO is going very good, and I'm just proud of everyone. Momo ya along could make it this happen. So Minu ya along keep it behind. I will encourage all the Gunjurians. This is not for me. It is not for Dembo. It is not for X. It's for all of us and our kids. A contribution of Monkey Fenty is nothing actually. So Badia and Senior and Gunjur Kanantelu and Kawo Sujundin the one of the most important thing. So Lananteka Mobedani, Molmimbe Kome Nana Nakafun Nyola. We have a lot of people in this organization and we have a lot of very strong people here, is there? Kodem boya afanyamin dia mo kono kafo mulde kataraje ibela resources you use like either financially, mentally, physically, time wise. You'll be free to make sure that it happens. More baby can, but there are people who can do it. So again, tebe more baby and lambe jaila. Fabrano, very good point left. Now we are going further. That is helping people and this welfare stuff, giving it back to the society. I think they are very, very important step towards the right direction. Yeah, and also going to the transfer this thing quickly. Hotel just to summarize it, commitment story from some people also. If for example, more me along single people alomiti, man, hotel or man possible no, please. What can I'll put behind you come? Satuola Saloto is enough. Jatuola Saloto is enough. The Bajo file draw you come and sleep there. So what can Balina Baliala? So even though Imam Hotel also done does that, what can Balina Baliala? You all come, Salah.
All right, Abarakabake for clarifying that. I think going back to event Yinakul Satu, it's been an hour now, but Ngalanko meeting all the CRM beam last Sunday that before event year start. So Mbitala going round again. Purunga Jibe Momolie final words minister after Minu Adlaje. But before we do that, I still want to continue with our viewers, followers to recognize them. Kadifai is ready and says, see you all that they're flying and then they're arriving very early in the morning. So she is coming in with family. Habib Kunta says, welcome. It's going to be a fun-filled weekend. Welcome to Kentucky. Fabra, well, thank you for your input all the time. We appreciate you. Mama Karibajo is saying thank you for the open invitation. I hope we can have more people next year from Europe to come and join us. You're all welcome to do that. In fact, I'm not going if none of you guys come to ours next year. That's not a threat, but again, it's a joke. I want to make sure people know that they are welcome. Yeah, Samori Ture, hopefully I can get to see you next year at the same event. To all our viewers, this is Gunjur Online live, and then we're broadcasting about the upcoming reunion that folks from Gunjur North America Association host every year for families and friends of Gunjur come together, share meals, and bond, do networking and all of that stuff. But now, Kujamal Bekekam scholarship funds helping needy people that are part of the association. Importantly. So on that note, Chatu, la final word in Juve, mine fola na Juve lali ani luntangol minu be travel kang never get on the last program and hopefully Gunjur Online will bring these events live inshallah this weekend coming. Hopefully we're able to bring it live, do a special coverage to make sure more mini alonko ibijang or imantara jang, they're watching us online, they can be part of what's going on. So Chatu, Allah Sade Lomu. Next Friday, ninga sonta molbe nyo jelale. Ile yemine fuso kuma laban olom pour kamin fo nala le minu binala jen. Even mute le demanding Jadu. All right, I'll be discussing on in the Gunjur online and Bemin Kacha Kanja Wolom Yindiko NAGUA North America-Gunjur Association la reunion on in Jatuman for every sign. Mitala Omar AJ Sao Omar is very important that Moldian statistics wise, and then Nyalonko if travel can by land, Dolby Nakam by air. More dolbe steering around and Mojamal Bitak and J. We'll have last word for our viewers.
Yo, no last word bekele mbe Babakar Bojame Jansal demanding Fabrama exclusive come for la California watu wadin kamburuna ka fodimo le kane dinnim fula mbe dakan karamoto nga imako finance na kulum nga dila so ka foka lo fanani na sawosang karambe nim fula miniyaran ko en eligibility ni mit nga talangela ko nindila wo boring ko da the wider community fan ñina sama mbata lexin sade ko be jifta la kata sasal je ma fa la these are only social welfare activities me ngon kawa outside in telephone e banda wo boring ko da yara man tankal ni ka din fana sasata wala ni mo ala ngata mo min jodo ya ka fofana ka lo woto bi ko fana ni wala so it's not only about jurbe fanko do barin ka foni ka mako ke banda fana yele so wollam ka fola wadi ndu fana be ba keno ko do koma ñim programme en bidu ka ñinde maral bidu ko wala ka fo dion la ko ka du wala ela monthly contribution ñi wala early family package ñi mbe ka fo dingo betu oji la ko mo be sa tra if you are here with your family you register and then pay your family package with $180 for a whole year nim individual individual contribution of monthly yamte yawa mo mala ka fo ben na famille kele marié wala ne community ñi mo me betu ye mbo kala amna ko min ko chahani kulo mat sawosan kale ale falni dino le betu e be nga chahani kensan hani wonto woplo nga nyoya ya nga teri kaninte ya mu nga bumenda malte mo wala mati mole min ya ke be drive be na ka sa try drive cautiously ya try by all means they maintain the speed limits ya next to arrive karasleman jamfa nga try nga nga jibe mole min ko de ko drive by air once you guys get down to the destination keep conscious of your family and friends mole ale fanna jamal to wala ak kumayla baba kere so nyinka bi lifo sin everybody nga je ko kata mbadi wala ma signol sare nyol kata wala ya wala nga sono model nga tay nga nyo kanu nyo kala wanda nga promonda maltema nga je ko kata jatul mini ba kala lunta man tan nyandam be dum gunjuri ko wala gunjur sila la mati wala adbal we odi oda nga gunjur male nga ta wala mo kala ko lunale bulo ko finyo kan ne tan je igida bango yele e momo de ya bulo sek you hug somebody ni ma moy longa ya nyinen ka to na kon tan abra mun tol gunjur sade kono nga kacha nimble wala become friends. So PD must my last, word. Drive courteously, maintain speed limits. Talk to your neighbor. Just ask the person's name. Connect, network.
I have one extended friend goes to entertainment on the side la.
What about
but yeah, long mo jamal promise ko ni lafte la don jele naje, so I'm looking forward to that.
To the Kunda band, DJ Alex, to the Kunda band. Well, you know the playing like you see me. And then Baba got a boyfriend. Not even combination of one year and something. Inshallah.
Abaraka Omar, Jadu Malam for Ibinata Jelebang. If you can do a mic check there.
Can they wake up later?
Yeah. Mo can design. So left and any question on me now. While I'm in the goila, Molbe Dakang, what or Sida. Ningara Jumo Mojamal believe live, Dolbe leaf can Thursday. I told my host city lady. Yemine for Nala Lunta on Min Pinala program on you.
Hanga Dulado mi Vanambamba, Uncle Boy Dam for Comialo, Bemu killing already. Spenko accommodation or Kana Moy problem tea. Jambem Ganka Africa founding hair will be care Molkila do my bajol fene. Yalo. So more after Nalena and young Dula fighting Gande. Senor Fenk accommodate Nole. Tilekilin telephone Sabanya among Kolea. So Paso Kana can problem. Some be movie for Andal, Momo Canano for now. And may be Mafutalan and Kiraba Hormot. Nga cook Masi Kairakon and Abank Kairakon. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody.
Thank you.
More video Kairakon, inshallah.
I
can be from being a fake jam.
Thank you.
No more control. Uncle Demonia control back.
Okay, Jatu.
So Secretary Satu, I inganko mam fan killing for Rolam entertainment on DJ because Omar Nyanda special fan call kela kaning president no Nyanda don competition of an akela mala mimbe win la ibe ka tani duma la ni be donc kan so but entertainment all aside la mina lebe expecting for the event.
So we have Aya Labinala to perform Saturday, hopefully Sunday for now. But we also have DJ Alasan. Wala bakala na DJ. Ha, atala bakala tarlaje. And Aya is coming to perform, so it will be
Then,
fun.
you know, I know
Fayung Kuban.
Namra Fayung Kuban cancel. Italia cancel.
Anyway, but I'm sure something thrilling is gonna happen. DJ Alex, award-winning DJ. I wanted to recognize her especially because first time I met was in Lexington during program when you started, and continuously every year I make like a duty to come and provide his service. I think those are very, very important things. More service on him provide at all cost, regardless of that blaming to take their time to come and entertain people. I think that's commendable. So.
Yeah, it is. And Alassad, every time you recommend, he's willing to, step up.
And he is also open to ideas. If you tune up your mind, laughter. Remember, Commodores need that track or dollar at one point, and then I will play. Then it happened.
Yeah, when you play, he will play for you.
He's the most flexible DJ, so
yes.
I love that.
So on a quick note for now, in program more of like a sponsor, maybe you have a business here in America, you are a part of the association. The doors are also open. We'll do our due diligence to make sure we do the vetting process down there. And from there, we can move on. Our doors are open. If anybody want to sponsor this annual reunions, we can, display your banners, your flyers, your business cards, but you can also, chip in financial. That's also good. We are, our doors open for that kind of avenue too.
In fact, my follow-up question to Sadu being Associate Secretary, one question plus two for the final one is Tizadol. I know Tizadol are going really fast. More reach out Lebi Katandila go Tizadol sang Montebe Banale and all of that. I think that is very important. That shows Komole interesting Minister. But Nila for Tizadol Stolenian Tabinakela.
So Neil after Tizadol, you can get in touch with Fasedi. Then you send him your money and he will get you a shirt. Yellow size kia and he will keep you one. Na you can get it, but ni kananang out of state, you will get it on Friday.
Perfect. All right, Uncle Carl, Lamin Manjang, Janim Bidala, Bronze are recognized. Mama Kadi, welcome. And then looks like be engaged can be Jibe can be Lamoika. Na Jibe Lal Dorong, Purun say la last word all for na Jibe Lalu, Molmin Jantanale, Nila family, even other event in Dindingolu, host families, family will be moved can Nanje, executive members, general members. We love that wrong. Purila wisdom ni say we'll share with what's second final words to you.
Okay, min bina kan tell after min follow all more kind of dindingol to come because yin akadindingol le nafa ke balti. So to dindingol min wuluta jang dol bi je hanim bi mang opportunities to kata Africa. Bar ning molta ta fu mo keme lol bota dula kili benta dula kilin. Akadindingol impress le kalan no fanan ko nyim mol bota dula la to. Del fanan se murun no jele. So more kind of dindingol to come. Aketele nafa dan kebal number one. More kind of from my jolly and behind Manala. No, come. Ni nata. You'll be impressed about in the Bajola. Yeah, update. So after room Wallace Mobena, the assurance of the whole city is experienced and the place is nice and we are finding inshallah Bakala Nyama. Mobe sina Mobe Daniel sina Minube drive la. You drive carefully, Minube na by air for we wish you na footer in Kaira Kono and min la kweta for Mobe se Kaira Kono. But Minube Nindo kola biring Wisconsin, Katu biring moto Wisconsin, Yindon plan or Kumasta. Minube kola baby Tentolambe Jaila for their time, especially.
Baraka Bake, ila leadership ning kebaya ning wisdom ila presence tindingol kono important about it. It's always more encourage like we are doing something right. I mean, that's the diamond drawing. You always had the foresight. Okay, that moral compass, I think, is important. Any associational success. President Badunga Kumas Nita Lamba Lavana Nita. Mr. Jame, made a new cool conole second time we be all kekang and then pull out in so the boss la cool man correct back.
Assalamu alaikum.
Mbe yininkala question on yimin akumaya tabakele because nimu president or the wrong association or like internal cool bijele mini along ko social committee ka wolle ke finance committee you know kodi jo bundal ning cool thing but again it along association on ina alphabet mi along ko wolle ke association on in bantala mall connect what important because kom nga mukuma jamal for blal mini along ko like Gunjur online Alex Wolu host family mini along ko be donational ke kan other businesses like Solar Enterprise, Alex Alasan Real Estate, you know, different other things called long. But in business thing or Jamal Bijan Mini Alon Komdol Bijan Nagujur Mola business Solomo and all of that, it can support K on behalf of their families, on behalf of their businesses. It can support K be food item all donate la be item dol donate la will be mukuku mality. So left al nuitela closing remark is generally on you know more mini alon ko wole ni NAGUA la bulo be nyoko no birin ko kumas dulato ida tisato le sponsor wala like a broadcast like a community file like Gunjur online and more mini alon ko ila business all bije ka donation all nin ko ke either individually or on behalf of ila business all mela filela diamoning or whatever you think akumayata le bi purisa nin na kacha mole kacha is a way wom kule mi alon ko mela file ya akumfa janninka program on yinda soro.
Yo, assalamu alaikum. Nata muruntunkung Gunjur online. Mbal tentlam bali jaila. Be mobe tentlam be jaila. Kande mbwenye kweksono minyininka. Evident to the same thing fokang. Be niya name ke sometimes he kanyinale. But nak people like sa os kata ala sana wolu. Hanfadu Dabo, Jelan wolu, Yankuba wolu. They were sponsoring us. And money for Nabije mini along konimbe name calling kala binakra tanon. But there's a lot of people mini along ke benyinka for sponsor kan from their pocket. Kajeko ka for nyeta donation of fana doluba ke kan in kind and in cash. And some people minimum for now say bela time ke kan jele. So the untolbe tendlambe jaila because this year from actually molmi along ko be interest pour can sponsor. We have a special way be laughter killer and fana killer business or expose nyaming. So things are changed now. But in the basically nanse mim fono back torong be tendlan be jaila back on behalf of the association and all those people mini ajeko association on ye succeed and in molmi along ko be jamfar lafte nanang we want people to come. A manke fendi mi ya long ko hani man do ko la should be able to contribute so nyinka fo wole asabu so ntebe mobe ten plan be chaila without those people definitely kafoni abe collapse lale but because few people min lote ya jeko kafoni ntada alama ale so jati kenda ni simaya donc kafodimo bembe be ten plan anin gunjuru kanun tele mo be because there are other people min ya long ko e manke gunjuru kote be jinka photo and they work very very hard can make so nyinka for succeed. So the Omar fana beten plan be jaila. Mbe subcommittee lu mini along ko bitilon without them this will not happen. Especially social committee. I'm on them every day and night. I'm talking to them. Ila head me Musatuti is doing whatever it takes can make sure I successful. Finance committee be ole nyama, executive committee be ole nyama, auditor be ole nyama. So mbe nyumoli beten plan be jaila. So we look a successful reunion and kodem di amlali afanyami mbe duala mobe momo jina the phone been the phone advice to follow because you know ticket already every time they got book the jele near but I'll make sure that nga demand so allow ninga la sonda minu be flight la fana ala so safe flight I can control last year flight where you have to sleep at the airport so me do ala mo be a successful journey to back Lexington no doubt almost 8 years so I know it's a nice place and it's a very peaceful place so more kind of happily in any kind of disappointment we are hoping that everything will be successful inshallah be mo beten plan be jaila be ka fudimo beten plan be jaila mole ka benta back but lafta mole nana please mo kana to come and be mo kilomol Allah baraka back thank you very much and the listeners now through conversation we have to improve on certain things. I've seen some comments, we will try to make sure that we address them. Allah baraka back.
Abaraka Bake Bawaka Jame NAGUA la President Wabala second time on Yenekaka. Being a Diamo Mr. Jan Wallam and North America-Gunjur Association. Kafuba Nimi Alonko Gujurun Kole Ayele. Bari Amanke Gujurun Kol Damalticom President Baya Fanyaminu Wallam Yintiko Mo Jamal Pije, Mini Alonko Imanke Gujurun Kol Tika Ibe Sawarli Ika Dokuka Kendeka make sure you member. As long as you member imu part of it so wom kulet ni anka kumaya tabage leadership ni kono and then Uncle Carl Mbeten Tulambe Jaila Satu you did a great job every year in year out to make sure Konyi is successful Omar Ejesa Jatu and everyone different committees come President Oeminu mentioned nin molmini anko meto fonojang to the host family, this is great. It's huge. The fact that ko ibela, state ni yele city ni yele la pulka more lodge and understanding how difficult it is to do some of these things is very, very important that we recognize now, understand and appreciate Alka Doku Minke to make sure ko Nyinka Foelo and all the programs are successful. But before I go, I would finally do my recap and get in touch with our followers and make sure that people that are sending us messages, we recognize their presence and then we're addressing some of the things. And the final one, I have Emmett Michel Farr. I believe he lives in the UK or somewhere in Europe. That says I'm coming next year. So it's positive. We're getting people to come across the Atlantic or across the ocean to come to North America to grace this occasion. Hopefully next year we have more people. Samuel S. Gomez, I'll conclude with him. He says, bravo to NAGUA for your foresight to come together. Togetherness is strength. I wish you a successful event. Papa Sam, how to place orders for the t-shirt. They said, you can reach out to Faseni Bojang. You probably have his number, Modo. I believe he has t-shirts that are for sale. On that note, I'm your host of Gunjur Online, live on everywhere on the internet. Wherever you're watching us from, YouTube, Facebook, other social media handles, our website. We have a brand new website that you can go to that's mobile friendly. You can download stuff, you can watch us live and make sure that you're having the current news and everything. Today has been a thrilling and exciting time talking to these people. It's going to take another few months before we're able to get back on this again. And we will come back here to let you know how long it will take, where we're going to do the next event at. On that note, I wish you all the best of this Sunday. There's a lot going on next weekend. So get ready, pack your bags, go drive or fly to Lexington, Kentucky for a long weekend that will see families, friends come together, have fun, reconnect, partner, build lasting connections, and make sure that everything it's very well planned. On that note, I'm your host once again, Abubakar Jame of Gunjur Online, and it was a great discussion having these folks out here talk to you about NAGUA 2025 annual reunion in Lexington, Kentucky. that's it for today, and I will give you a goodbye.